Today is a different day, and I just got home from work at 7 a.m. The first thing I do is take off my high heels. I actually like wearing heels because they make me feel more confident and professional. But after standing and walking for an entire shift, my ankles are always so tired. It's one of those little moments that reminds me my workday is finally over. After spending months staying at home and looking for perfect job, I realized that it's time to change. It's time to change my mindset. Now I still keep my passion. I want to be a business owner. I started my own business or become a full-time content creator. But that's my dream job. Now I just keep it a secret now, and I don't want to talk about more about my dream. So right now, I think I want to talk about more my surviving job. Like how my feelings right now. I'm so excited. I just applied for the night job receptionist nearby. So I don't have to pay for the transportation. I didn't have to do more work. And I already had previous experience. Yeah, I think that I had countless experience on customer service. So I think that's why I can apply for this job easily. I think that's my successful right now. I just overcome my anxieties, just overcomes my difficulties, and I hope that my journeys will be easier than I expected. I'm gonna make the simple meals because actually this was my first day at my job, but I still feel exhausted because working night shift for me is like wasn't easy. I was always staying up late, but when I was working, I felt sleepy all the time. When I saw the videos, people always soak them overnight. But now because I don't want to waste my time now, I just cook immediately. I want to sleep now, so I turn it into the highest volume, highest temperature. Then I want to soak this. I don't know what they call in English. This is the ingredient is used for cooking mung beans. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the sun as the light to save money. And my methods now is just shadowing, like I was listening to my favorite audios and write out the sentence here to practice in thinking in English. Yeah. So I think that is really it's working now. And this is the way when I write out the vocabularies, I just remember it for a really long time. I forgot to pour more water, so now it's burning at the bottom. So I need to clean the pan and cook again. I'm so clumsy. So I think it's well cooked, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. because I'm not adding too much sugar. So now I love creamy from milk. So now I just put too much milk. Yeah, dense milk. Yeah, it smells so good, and look at this texture. Look at the color. Yeah, I'm so craving. I'm so hungry now. Just enjoy. So now I need to find my gum because now I just focus on my hygiene now. I used to work as a receptionist in five-star hotels, so I already had experience in hospitality before joining this smaller hotel. Of course, every hotel has a different system, and I still have new things to learn, but I don't think that's a biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is my confidence. Most of my coworkers are younger than me. Sometimes I feel a little less confident because I compare myself too much. So now I don't have to feel guilty for my electricity bills. After waking up later in the day, I prepare everything for my live stream on another platform. I only stream for about an hour today. I just want my subscribers to remember me, and battery was almost dead, so I had to recharge it. After that, I went to my favorite park. I discovered this park about 2 months ago through social media, and honestly, I still can't believe I live so close to a place that reminds me of the countryside where I grew up. It's peaceful, clean, and somehow feels far away from the busy city. Even though every time I go there, I imagine there could be snakes hiding somewhere. That thought never really leaves my mind. So whenever I walk inside, I pay attention to every step and look around carefully. It's funny because the park makes me feel scared and excited at the same time. Sometimes it feels like I'm inside a horror movie, but strangely enough, that feeling helps me forget about my real life problems. One thing I really enjoy is working the night shift. Some people think it's difficult, but for me, it's actually peaceful. I don't have to communicate with too many people. The environment is quieter, and I think it also gives me more opportunities when looking for jobs because fewer people prefer this schedule. I stopped using AC for a while because I felt guilty about the electricity bill, but recently I realized that sleeping comfortably is an investment in my health. This is something I'm trying to improve. In the past, I sometimes woke up with an empty stomach and it made my energy unstable. I don't want that happen again, especially now that I'm working night shifts. I was looking for the quietest corner today. Instead, I found another introverted person. She was sitting alone, completely silent, just looking into the distance. I don't know what she was thinking about. Maybe she was thinking about life. Maybe she just wanted some peace. I didn't disturb her. I simply smiled to myself because I understood that feeling. Personally, I rather feel a little sad while sitting in nature than stay inside my room all day. Nature has a way of calming me down. Since I work night shifts now, I know I need to exercise more to protect my health and keep my energy up. I've worked in hospitality for several years, but I still get nervous when I have to work with large groups of people. Maybe that's just part of my personality. Interestingly, this park is always crowded. Even though I prefer quiet place, I still keep coming back. Because somehow being surrounded by nature makes me feel safe. And at the same time just a little bit scared. It's a strange combination, but I like it. Today's work also had a small surprise. One customer gave me a tip. It wasn't about the money, it was the feeling of being appreciated. So I decided to use that happiness to make someone else's day a little better. I bought bubble tea for one of my coworkers. Small acts of kindness make work more enjoyable. I'm also lucky to have a calm boss. Working with mature people has taught me many valuable lessons, especially when it comes to dealing with angry customers. Staying calm is much more powerful than arguing. While I was walking, I was listening to something strange, the lizard sounds. I really scared of lizard, and now I feel relieved because I'm not seeing anything. Every time I come here, I feel like I'm entering another world. The city is only a few minutes away, but once I walk through the entrance, everything becomes quieter. The sound of traffic slowly disappears and is replaced by animals singing, insects buzzing, and the wind moving through the trees. It feels peaceful. But at the same time, it feels like anything could be hiding in the bushes. I don't know why my imagination always starts running wild here. Sometimes a branch moves because of the wind, and my brain immediately thinks, was that a snake? I saw people running, so now I just trying to follow them, but I felt tired after that. Then I stopped running. I look around for a few seconds before taking another step. Nothing is there, just leaves moving in the breeze. I laughed at myself and keep going. Even though I'm a little scared, I actually enjoy that feeling. One of my favorite moments is walking deeper into the park where there are fewer people. The sunlight shines through the trees, creating little patches of light on the ground. But I feel so lucky because I can enjoy the sunlight. It's like the sun scenes in the movies I've already seen. But if someone suddenly appear around the corner, I think I have a heart attack. Maybe I've watched too many horror movies. Still, I keep exploring because curiosity is stronger than fear. I also love sitting on a bench and watching people without saying a word. Some people walk their dogs, some are jogging, some couples are taking pictures, and then there are people like me, the people who come here just to think. Today I noticed a young woman sitting alone. She wasn't looking at her phone, she wasn't reading a book, she was simply staring at the lake, completely silent. I wonder what was on her mind. Was she happy? Was she heartbroken? Was she planning her future? I'll never know. But somehow seeing another quiet person made me feel less lonely. We never spoke. We didn't even make eye contact. Yet I felt like we understood each other. Sometimes I purposely choose the narrow trails instead of the wide, walking paths. The trees become taller, the shadows become darker, every sound seems louder. Nature has a funny way of surprising me. The part doesn't actually become dangerous, it just becomes mysterious. The paths look longer. Even familiar places feel unfamiliar. That's usually when I decide it's time to head home. I like leaving before it gets dark enough for my imagination to completely take over. So now I'm chasing this moon over there, and so now I was going to the small beach. Sorry for my pronunciation. So now it's kind of dark, and I have to prepare for my shift in the next few hours. Every time I leave this park, I feel lighter. My problems are still there, my night shift is still waiting for me, but my mind feels quieter. Maybe that's the magic of this place. It reminds me that fear doesn't always have to stop us. Sometimes fear simply makes the adventure more memorable. Because I had anxiety, social anxiety, so I need to escape from the crowd. Now I was looking for something to eat now in case I feel hungry at night. I treated myself to rice noodles with freshwater clams. The soup was incredibly spicy, honestly. My stomach probably didn't appreciate it, but my taste buds definitely did. Sometimes happiness is just a bowl of spicy noodles after a long shift, and now I'm getting ready to go back to work again. Night shifts isn't always easy. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still building my confidence one day at a time. Life isn't perfect, but I'm grateful for where I am today.